Paul. So as far as medical professional, I am in the field as far as two things. I have been in laboratory sales for oh gosh, 20 years.
Okay.
So I work with physicians every day. And then I am also a wellness coach and esthetician.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Julia.
I don't know if there's an order, but I'm Mariah. I'm a physical therapist.
Okay, welcome, Mariah. And if everyone could, so we can, I'm actually recording right now, guys. So if you can, just hit it in the chat bottom or in the chat box at the bottom.
Oh, awesome.
That way there we kind of see where everyone's coming from. I will mute everyone. Don't worry. I will take care of all that.
Just message Byron and told him get on the Zoom now.
Hey, I'm Jerry Zipper from West Palm Beach. I'm an acupuncture physician. I'm also a certified nutritionist
West Palm Beach
and health coach.
Acupuncture.
Awesome. Jerry, yes, I know that you and I have kind of chatted, I think, on Messenger a couple of times or back and forth there, so it's a pleasure to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you. Same here.
And Colleen from Australia is in the house here tonight, guys. That's awesome. Juliana from DC, welcome.
Lisa Wright.
All right. Good old Boston's in the house. How's the chat up there?
I don't either.
Wicked awesome.
But people like it. But they park their car in Harvard Yard.
Yep. I went up there. My name was Dan. I said, no, it's Darin. They're like, no, it's Dan.
These right here. The Vetco and all that.
All right, we got Maria, health coach. Hey, Craig, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We got Lauren Weitz, personal trainer. Welcome. How's everyone doing this evening? Doing wonderful?
We're good.
So I apologize in advance, guys, if anything kind of goes crazy. We've been having some major storms running through our neck of the woods here this evening, so it's been kind of crazy, but everything should be okay for now. I don't see any lightning right now. How you doing, Ms. B?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Great. Good to have you on, girl.
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss you for the world.
So this is going to be absolutely exciting, guys. This is kind of the first start here of a series more for target focused people. We're actually going to have here later on a couple folks jump on in, give some little testimonials that are in the medical field. So really, really excited to kind of do that to kind of
Lisa
roll in
King,
this
Lisa
week. So
Wright.
super,
Lisa
super
with the
excited.
Lisa, is that her?
Yeah.
Miss Lisa, how you doing? Welcome.
I'm good. How is everybody?
Good, good, good.
People so far.
Mike Davenport.
Miss Bonnie, welcome.
Should be okay. Because I have my networking group, so I'm just going to take some.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone for the moment, but keep on dumping in there where you guys are from.
You hear me screams.
Awesome. Devin,
All right. Hey, Sheila. Welcome, 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 Miss Sheila. Hey, Ann, how you doing? We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a few moments, guys. Okay. Hey, Leanne from Texas, Roswell, Georgia. Welcome, everybody. Oh, we're getting some numbers up here at 48. This is awesome. Linwood. Dr. Hollis, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Haley, how are you from Australia? That's awesome. Welcome, welcome, guys. Love having the Australians on. Louisville, Dr. King, how are you? Welcome. All right, guys, just probably about 1 more minute. We're going to go ahead and get started and get this thing rolling. South Carolina. Hi, Van from Orange County. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Darin Updyke. I have the pleasure and the honor of having all of you guys on here this evening and to hopefully give you guys some great information here. More based tonight, the target audience is on the medical professionals out there. This is very exciting. We're going to have some testimonies here in just a few moments with some folks in the medical field that are already in the business, so super, super excited. But to give you a little bit of a background about me, I am a physician assistant by trade. I've been in the medical field now for 18 years here in Fredericksburg, Virginia, just south of DC. I've done about 4.5 years in internal medicine with the remainder of all that in emergency medicine. So that is kind of my heart and soul, but I still do go ahead and do urgent care medicine as well. So I still kind of get into that primary care aspect also along working with some of the colleagues that are on here this evening. So it's super exciting whenever I was presented with this actual technology that just came out. This is my first stint ever in multi-level marketing and network marketing. So I'm not a business guy, guys. I am a medical guy, and that's how I started this whole thing off. Was all just based on medicine. My wife was in network marketing before, so I learned a little bit of it, but this is my first venture at it. And truly, my main goal is for a few reasons of why I got into it. My testimony here is I got into it because I truly saw the value in the product itself that was put before me. And I saw from the medical standard as to what it can actually do for other people out there that other technology out there cannot do. Besides also, you know, allowing me through the network marketing aspect to have more time with my family. To be able to not miss those things that I so frequently do working in shift work in the emergency department. So it's very vital kind of being able to stay at home a little bit more with my family, but also still continuing to do and actually accelerate what I love to do by trade, which is medicine. So again, I'm not a business guy, but however, I have learned a little bit here, and it's been pretty easy learning the business aspect of this. And you'll kind of get to see that here in just a minute. So that's a little bit about me. So we're going to kind of move forward because I got a lot to go through, and I value your guys' time for jumping on here. So let me just get things rolling. Bear with me. We're going to screen share here. And so let me just widen this open. All right, guys. So everyone has probably seen either a 2-minute, a 5-minute, or a 7-minute video. So we all know why we're here. We're here about World Global Network, a life sensing technology, a true global opportunity. I was presented with this device. We're here all to learn about the Hilo, which you have seen on the different videos as to why you're here. So I was presented this by my sister-in-law and said, hey, take a look at this. See what this is. Tell me what you think. And whenever I saw what it could do, I was like, are you kidding me? This does this? I wish that, you know, my other wearable technology could do all that this does. And I said, tell me a little bit more about it. And so we kind of got together and saw this here and exactly what I'm showing you right now. But truly, World is out there and changing the way that we look at everything and just kind of getting ahead of everyone else. And that truly is kind of the secret of success in business, is to detect where the world is going and to get there first. Bill Gates was one of them too, whenever he saw it there. That's hence why he has this wonderful quote out there. Also this year, if you look, imagine if you could be with smartphone technology. We're in the 10-year mark here of smartphones. We all hear about the hoopla going on, about what's coming out in September for, you know, the iPhone. And just kind of imagine if you could have been there before the launch of the smartphone. That's kind of where we're at. And you see the success that those companies had with seeing where everything was moving, getting there first, and still today, 10 years later, they're just basically the talk of the town. That's what we all have and what we all know. We know an iPhone, we know an Android. That's pretty much about it, even though that there's multiple other things. So it's kind of getting out there, letting people know who you are, and kind of moving forward. So that was kind of the thing whenever this was presented to me. And we kind of see that wearable technology is on the rise. It's kind of the way that everything is going. We're moving forward. And this isn't by Apple, by Microsoft, not by Garmin or Fitbit or anyone. This is by, as you see here, the Wall Street Journal. 112 million units were shipped in 2016. Keep an eye on that number right there in a few minutes, guys. Time magazine, whether you like it or not, wearable technology is going to become a part of our life just as what smartphones are now. Also, Forbes wearable tech market, it will be worth over $34 billion in just 3 years from now. And as you see, Business Insider, the end of the smartphone era is coming. Pretty much everything that what we have on our smartphone over the next several years is going to be probably on our wrist or some other type of wearable technology. So these other experts kind of just said, hey, this is where we are. If you look, actually not pictured on here, back in 2013, there was only 8 million in volume that was actually shipped out. 8 million units. And again, that's all wearable technology, whether it be glasses, earbuds, GoPros, anything like that. There's others that they have on feet and everything like that. So from 2013 to 2016, the numbers don't lie, they were out there 123 million with over $14 billion, a huge market space out there, guys. And that's where we are. We are in this market space of wearable technology. As you see the forecast by all those other folks before, in 2020, I think that's going to be way more than 411 million, but still that's a huge, huge increase to over $34 billion. Like, we're not looking for it all with this device, but take a look at that. $34 billion, love to have just a piece of that. And we just want a piece of that pie in this whole space that we have here. So, taking another graphic right here. This just came out of Bangkok over the past weekend. This, numbers just don't lie, guys. Look at World. World launched back last year for the Hilo in July. Over 500,000 have been sold worldwide. That is 5.3% of the market already. You can see the other, we're ranked fourth already. Ranked fourth. Unbelievable in such a short amount of time, guys. So you look back to where it's already at and where they're forecasting it's going. Now is the time, now is the opportunity. Get in and see where this wearable technology. But what are we talking about? Of course, the Hilo LX. It truly is the most advanced wearable technology on the market. Yes, it does everything that the other ones out there that you see. It does your steps, your calories. Future things are going to be coming on out with more associated with fitness later on. But the key things from the medical aspect that I look at, that we as providers out there, from anyone in the medical field, I kind of hone in on a couple more. Number one, the blood pressure. Blood pressure is unbelievable in detecting further and possible life-threatening illnesses. And I'll get into things here a little bit more and overall and kind of show you just one simple graphic that kind of explains everything here. But blood pressure, think about it. Right now in just America, 75 million people suffer from blood pressure. There's more than that, about 1 in 3 adults, 1 in 3 people that you know suffer from blood pressure. There are so many people, 1 in 3 people also that don't have blood pressure are pre-hypertensive and they don't even know it. Imagine if you have the ability to sit here and accurately show what your blood pressure is just by wearing it on your wrist. So many times that we have people come in with no blood pressure. What's it been running? I don't know. I don't have time. I can't do it. I can't sit down and just put something on my wrist or on my arm and have it done. Why not just have the ability to sit here and just have it here constantly? Mine's checking every hour on the hour, and trust me, for me, I thought mine was always perfect. It's gone up, especially while I'm at work all the time, the stress of the ER all the time, just kind of sitting there. And I saw that actually I was pre-hypertensive. And since I've been in the company for 6 months right now, I have made drastic changes to my lifestyle and also my eating habits, everything like that I thought were okay at the first time, but I even went a little step further to help. Being 40 years old, having 2 small children, I know that this can be a silent killer. We know that 7 in 10 people with high blood pressure at some point, 7 in 10 people that have a heart attack have high blood pressure. 8 in 10 people that have a stroke have uncontrolled high blood pressure. Huge, huge factor. Also the heart rate. We see variables in heart rate, whether they're too high or too low, or if there's kind of variations throughout the day, throughout the week, all the time, even whenever you're resting. This can kind of lead to the aspect of some type of underlying medical concern that your provider giving this information, and that is a key tool, information. This device provides information that is vital to medical providers out there to make the appropriate decisions, for you to make appropriate changes in your life in order to live a healthier life. So the heart rate variations, EKG, it is truly actually a single lead rhythm strip, very comparable to the V2 lead, the most common lead that we use in medical practices. It gives you a single lead rhythm just by completing the circuit, simply putting your finger right here on the Helo device, and it gives you an accurate enough for a medical provider to say yay or nay. It's not diagnostic, but it gives an accurate to say yay or nay. I even know from experience in the emergency department here that I had one of my colleagues come out and say, hey, I saw the heart rate changes that someone came in wearing one of these devices, and they had 2 EKGs that came up on there, or rhythm strips that said abnormal, even though their workup in the emergency department was negative. And had to go by that information that was provided. I don't know the outcome because of laws and everything out there, but at the same time, it was the ability and the availability of that information that helped make a true medical decision for a healthcare provider. So absolutely imperative. Breath rate, we know the ups and downs. If you're going too fast and you're going too slow, it can indicate some type of pulmonary, some type of cardiac, even neurological concerns that can change your breath rate. And also oxygen, I can talk about it, and I'll show you here just a reason why that will be coming in the future. The blood oxygen level, whether your oxygen is too high or too low. This is going to be available, it's coming soon as one of our apps. So this will kind of indicate asthma, COPD, amongst a myriad of other aspects out there that can change medical decision-making in your healthcare provider. It does allow sleep quality, your deep sleep, your short-term sleep, how many times you're waking up. I know definitely with kids, I'm up all the time, usually at night. It's simple times. And now we can indicate, hey, why am I not sleeping well? Or why am I falling asleep in the afternoon? This in combination with other ones, sleep apnea concerns. So just information. If you guys take one thing from me on this, this device provides more information to you than any other device out there on the market to allow to share with anyone you want, whether it be your fitness instructor, whether it be your medical provider, your physician, your specialist, anything like this. You can have this information stored on your phone app, and also coming soon what we call LifeLog, which is going to be imperative in furthering and making proper choices. Also coming up, we'll get into some future aspects here as well, but moving along here, the one graphic I want to show you guys, what I just kind of went over, this is a very simple screenshot that comes from a monitor that we have in the emergency department. And if you look at it, the things that I just went over, every one of them's on there. These are the vitals. These are our vital signs that we go over before you come in, as soon as you get triaged, and they are always done before you leave, because these are so imperative for us. This is what we look at as providers out there. Hence, you have your single lead rhythm strip, very similar to the one that I just said that the Helo device has. You have your pulse rate up top there. You have your oxygen level, and of course your blood pressure, as you can see, and also your breath rate or respiratory rate there that says RR or at 29. Also coming soon too would be the potential for having temperature as well. So every vital sign that is on this particular screenshot is what this provides. There's nothing else out there that actually does it. And this, from medical standards, is what we look at, guys. So this is the important information that we need, and that I think is so huge and vital to this device that just made me become so interested from the medical aspect. So unbelievable. You also have the ability here with the Guardian and the We Care functions in order to monitor loved ones. You can monitor up to 3 people with this. And you can have them elsewhere around the country. My mom is in Pennsylvania. I have it set up that if her blood pressure goes too high, or her breath rate goes too low, or her heart rate gets too high, that it will alert me by an SMS text message on my phone. Also, my wife has received them from me whenever they were elevated, and I had my whenever I had my Guardian set at different at the levels that I was actually exceeding. So unbelievable potential. Keep track of your loved ones whenever you're gone or out of town. I mean, a sudden spike in blood pressure in an elderly parent or such like this possibly will give you that information to make a proper decision to contact them, make sure they're okay, or have them seek medical help go to the emergency department or anything like that. Who knows the possibilities of what this can do or what this may be able to prevent. Also, the panic button, unbelievable, very near and dear to my heart. Last Mother's Day last year, my mother fell, laid on the ground in her apartment for almost 2 days until we finally got to her. We tried calling her, which was okay every once in a while, but no one could get a hold of her, had a bust in her door. She lay there. She couldn't reach her phone because her legs were too weak. At this point here, it could have went ahead and just hit that panic button. It sends an SMS text message. It can send an email, and it will also send a GPS location as well to you as to the location of that person. Not only for folks that can fall or can't get up or anything like that, think of on your children in today's day and age, if they're in a situation that they don't feel comfortable in, or anything that might be occurring out there in the world today as we can see on the television. So many more aspects of this panic button are there than just someone falling, but very, very vital, very near and dear. I wish I had it before. Also, another part of the Hilo is the germanium stones. It's made of 99.9% germanium stones on titanium plates. You can look up anywhere. We could talk for hours about it, but actually has been proven to be, it's a natural antioxidant, proven to help increase the circulation, got blood flow up to 300%. So just yet another feature, more for the holistic aspect of this device that it comes with naturally. You can put it right on the band. Helps out with your overall ions, decrease your daily life and stress as well, muscle stiffness. So just yet another benefit of it. And truly, there is no comparison, guys. As you can see right here, we have the most famous ones that are out there, the most popular ones that are out there. Yes, the price here at $319, very modestly priced as you kind of go across everything, but look what it can do currently as compared to the other ones. There is no comparison, and I'm just not biased. There's no other one, as I said, out there that can provide you the amount of information accurately as to what this one does at this point. So unbelievable potential here, folks. Also, another product that World has is Biozen. It is a wonderful little chip. We all hear about the electrosmog that's out there, whether it be coming from any type of transformer that's out there. Everything's wireless. We hear about our cell phones alone. We have these peak gradients that kind of move out there and that they're affecting us. They're causing stress. People who become more irritable. People who feel depressed, can't sleep, muscle aches, pains, dizziness, palpitations, anything like this. So it's a wonderful little sticker that you go ahead, you can put on any device, any wireless technology, iPads, phones, anything like that. And it will change those peak gradients and those peak waves and kind of change them down to more of a softened area. Doesn't necessarily 100% completely get rid of them, but it changes them so it allows your body to work a lot better and allow the proteins in the body to help not degrade any of the cells that we have out there, and even may possibly at this point here help heal them as well. They're both medically and scientifically proven. So yet, just another aspect, another product out there that World is looking at everyone's overall health and lifestyle. So an amazing opportunity there. We're also glad and happy to say one thing to help about stability of the company is that it is publicly traded, WRMT, that is out there. It's an OTC pink stock right now. It shows the foundation of the company, futures to go on the NASDAQ once you kind of get moving. But another investment here that you can put also personally in there as well. The better the company does, obviously the better the stock does. And they also have to go out and they show everyone. They can't hide anything. All the financials have to be out there. So it just shows about a good foundation of how they want to start and keep moving forward. So you guys can take a look at that and look at the trends and everything kind of moving forward here. This is actually probably, I think, one of the most exciting aspects of the Hilo and separates us completely from everything else out on the market. Wearable technology, if you look at the majority of everything that's out there, everything can do about maybe 4 or 5 functions and has one app. They opened up what's called an open API to allow developers to go out there and to develop specific apps just for Hilo. So they're out there making them right now. There's some amazing ideas that are coming in at this point here. But this is what separates, because everyone else, yeah, you can look at the Apple Watch, but most of those apps that are on their watch are specific to the iPhone that can be changed on over to the actual Apple Watch in themselves, like your Discover card or like the Weather Channel and things like that. But really, does that help in the aspect? It makes it a little bit more convenient, but does that make it more of your own, more personable, and do what you want to do? As you can see right there, advanced fitness is going to be coming on out, stress management, Blood oxygen, as I explained before, because that app is going to be coming out shortly. And it's just a simple app plug-in download that you can do. But the possibilities are endless with having this open API. So this also helps out with the longevity from a business standpoint as well. You can see that developers can come on out. You can have developers that you know that can join the company. They can make a program for it. They can get paid off of every time that someone buys your app. You can get paid off of every time that someone buys an app, and just so on and so on. The possibilities are endless. So looking here, besides having a few functions and one app, this device allows us to have, with the open API, to have unlimited apps and to have unlimited functions that all coordinate with the sensor and the technology that is embedded inside. So absolutely incredible and truly separates us. Is there anyone else out there that can say that they do this? No, there isn't. As you see, as I said before, this goes directly to the Hilo in itself, unlike other ones that kind of put them on the phone and kind of integrate them that way there. So completely different and separates us. So another statistic, if you look at this and help out with residuals, everyone looks at hardware versus apps. To give you an idea of how important that apps are in nowadays, take a look at Apple back in 2008, whenever they really launched the App Store. They sold under, I think it was 10,000 in 2008. Does anyone have any idea of how many they sold last year in app downloads? Over 140 billion. Imagine that money that's out there. So in just 10 years. So the opportunity here is just unbelievable. The sky is the limit here, guys, with allowing to not only from a business standpoint, but to also personalization of the Hilo in itself. So incredible. And where does it all start? It starts at the top. Again, getting back to seeing the future, where it's going and getting there first, Mr. Galdi, Fabio Galdi, is our wonderful CEO that has that true vision in his sights. You can see here, he's known tech. He's all about tech. That's what he's done. He's been doing it for over 20 years in the field. He started World Global Technologies and World Global Network back in 2011. But you see, back in 1994, he had the second largest ISP, internet service provider in Italy, and the fifth largest in Europe. So he was right there saying, hey, I see this, and boom, here we go. 2002, he introduced one of the first touchscreen LCD PCs on the market, guys. How many people out there actually have something that's touchscreen? The technology that he used in that LCD PC back then is technology that we are using today. That was kind of moved over, and again, it's part of our life, touchscreen. If something isn't touchscreen, we're kind of upset now, and we've become more accustomed to it. So saw where it was going. And then in 2005, he developed one of the first successful voice-over internet platforms for all of Europe. So he saw where tech is going. He saw where it's moving, and he knows what the future is holding in there, as you can see with all of his accolades from before. So absolutely incredible. Top recognitions as we look here. We're not ranked 83rd in the DSN list. So that's direct selling network, guys, from, again, the multi-level marketing aspect. That's huge. I mean, for really being out there since 2011, but launching the Hilo, this is since launching the Hilo last year in 2016 in July. This is over 13,000 people or 13,000 companies that are involved in this, folks. I mean, so to be 83, most of these companies are 20, 30 years old. They're in that top 100. So unbelievable. And we're just moving forward. Ranked 5th in the top 100 of momentum. So put those two together right there, guys. Sky's the limit is where we're going. We're just getting started. You see from that other one before that I showed you, over 500,000 sold, 4th already in wearable technologies that are out there. And it's just moving forward. So now is the time, folks. Our CEO, 2 years in a row, the top 10 CEOs in all of network marketing. So incredible. Hopefully to get that third one this year here as well. Just incredible to start at the top and see the vision. And then we also have 12 leaders in the top 200 of all worldwide earners. So think about that. I said 13,000 companies, say roughly here or there. Imagine how many people are in each one of those. In each one of those companies. So we have 12 of the top 200, and 2 of them are in the top 10, folks. Unbelievable. So, and again, this is all just since last year, since everything kind of really started moving forward. So we are just right in that right spot. Recognitions are just moving forward. And truly, we are a global company right now. If you're a member right now or a distributor or you sign up tonight, boom, you can go in 195 countries across the globe right now today, tonight. You can get on the phone. As you see, we got a lot of folks on here from Australia. I mean, these folks are over there right now all around the globe just building this business. So unbelievable opportunity globally. We have offices that are strategically placed. I know a lot of folks are just over there in Bangkok. One of our team members was actually able to go there and see the world office in that area, and also in Singapore. So amazing offices over there. So, but strategically placed to make us a true global company. So a great world right now. So not just 1 or 2 countries or 5 countries or anything like that, but 195 countries. So truly a world, a global opportunity. So with that, guys, just bear with me here. I'm going to stop the screen share and give me one moment. All right, here we all are. So I'm going to go ahead, if everyone, I'm going to call out a name. We're going to do some testimonies here. This is the part I was so excited about. You're going to get some other medical folks on here to kind of just give their testimony. And we're going to start off here if Miss Ann Apperlin is on here. Oops, sorry, got a little, there we go. Ann, if you're on there, can you go ahead and unmute yourself? Or actually, here, let me unmute you. This is Miss Ann Apperlin. I'm going to let her have the stage here, folks.
Hey guys, thank you for jumping in with us. And like Darin said, I am in the medical field. I have been a nurse for about 9 years now. And the reason why I joined this company is because when this was presented to me as a nurse, we all know we're advocate for patients. That's our number one rule. We are the voice of the patients. And so in some cases, the patients listen more to their nurses than the doctors. So as a nurse, where I work for Kaiser Permanente, and our protocol, number one, every single patient that I see has high blood pressure. And our protocol for that, they have to come back every 2 weeks until that blood pressure normalizes. So anybody that has over 140, over 90, right away, we tell them come back in 2 weeks, check in with a nurse. Let's make sure that it's normalized. Otherwise, we'll put you on blood pressure medication. Who wants to be on blood pressure medication? Number 2, diabetes people. This is huge for me, and this is the number one reason why it was perfect. Every single one, aside from high blood pressure, is blood sugar. Every single patient that I see has diabetes problems, right? So I'm super excited that Hilo is actually going to have a non-invasive way to check blood sugars. This is huge. And because they are diabetic, if their A1C level is at 8 and above, again, protocol, either they come back in the office in 2 weeks, or we give them a telephone appointment in 2 weeks, just until their blood pressure or the A1C normalizes. So those 2 are very huge for me. And aside from being in the medical field, I'm also a fitness professional. I'm a master trainer. So I certify people who wants to get certified to teach fitness. And as a personal trainer, if I have a diabetic person and their blood sugar level is at 70 below, there's no way I'm going to have them do a high intensity workout. They're going to pass out on me. So 2 things that are important, health and fitness. And luckily, Hilo actually has both. So those are the number one for me. That's the reason why I joined, because I want to help more people. Thanks, Darin.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ann. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for that. All right, next up, guys, we have Miss Kim Morris. And Miss Kim, there you are. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody. Great job, Darin.
Thank you.
I am a school psychologist, and I have been working for the school district for 34 years, a long time. But I've also been involved in network marketing for the last 20 years and been very blessed. I've been at the top level with 3 other companies, and the income has been incredible, I have to tell you. However, when I saw the 2 and the 5-minute video, I was like not only blown away by what this product can do to help people, because I'm in a helping profession, but also what this opportunity can do to help people change their lives. And just an example of that, in the last 80 days, we have had 47 people who have been promoted on our team. So this is an incredible opportunity. But in terms of the population that I work with a lot of special needs population, epilepsy, autism, ADHD, bipolar. I mean, you know, I could go on and on. And a lot of the people that have those disorders have a lot of other health issues that are related to that. A lot of them are on medication. Constantly we're talking about, you know, is the medication level accurate? Is it, you know, the right medication and that kind of thing. And I really am excited about the Helo, the parents being able to print out a report, take it to the doctors, monitor their kids, especially our kids with epilepsy. We do have one of my, a student with epilepsy that has a Helo, ADHD has a Helo, autism, several have the Helo. So the parents are able to more monitor, you know, their vitals and just other health things that are going on. And sleep analysis, that's huge, especially with epilepsy, you know, during the night. And that panic button for the population that I work with is absolutely huge. So it just has such value for the entire population, but definitely for the special needs population.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing that with us, guys. All right, and next up here, we have actually Dr. Lisa King. I'm going to go ahead and give her the floor. And there you go, Dr. King.
Hi, everybody. Darin, thank you for the opportunity just to share. I think this is a wonderful device we have here. I am an internist by training. I've been an inpatient physician for years as well as an outpatient physician. I won't say how many years, but many. But my biggest thing is being able to detect early so that we can implement a plan for risk reduction. And when I say risk reduction, I mean reducing the number of heart attacks, the number of strokes, things that can really change people's quality of life long term if they're even able to survive it. So as an outpatient physician now, the biggest obstacle for me is being able to have people gather enough data that will allow me to tailor a decent treatment plan. And how many times do people come into my office and they have forgotten their blood sugar monitor, their blood pressure monitor, their readings with regards to their sleep manual and all of that. But how many people forget their cell phones? Nobody. They all have a phone in hand. So if I have someone who is a smartphone user, who also will wear a device, guess what? They bring it to me, and I actually have had patients, I have patients who use it. They come to me and I say, pull it out, let me see it. Prove to me that you're doing what you're saying you're doing in terms of their blood pressure, their heart rate, their sleep. You know, one of the biggest issues we have is sleep apnea. However, if people are not getting decent sleep, even though we can't look at their oxygen levels as yet, we can look at their sleep patterns. And if their sleep patterns are irregular, then it gives me a clue as to who may be suffering. So these are things that are going to allow us to keep people out of the hospital. And if we can detect early, as our clinical psychologist said, particularly in our patients who cannot communicate well, if we can have clues with regards to what's going on without having to rely on them writing it down, we will be able to tailor a treatment plan that will afford them every opportunity to stay well.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. King. Thank you, everyone. Our last speaker, Donna Fredericks, was going to be on here, but she actually is still in the car, so she's unable to get on here. So thank you all for just kind of sharing that in there. Everyone is just so true in what they're saying here, with everything that's involved. So that is, we can see from different avenues, whether it be from a nurse in fitness, whether it be from, a school psychologist, from an internist here, from emergency medicine. The information that this device is going to give us, provides us now and in the future, is absolutely incredible. So, I mean, I guess the question at this point here for everyone, you guys see my shirt, it says, do you Helo? It should be, why don't you Helo? I mean, come on, people. I mean, with all this so far, why don't you Helo now? If you don't after just hearing all of this stuff here, I mean, Don't know what else to tell you, but why don't you helo now? I think that's what I'm going to change this now to why don't you helo? So thank you all for kind of getting on there. Now, hold up. We're going to move along a little bit. I just wanted those guys to come on in and give the testimonial. Now let's kind of get into a little bit nitty gritty here with everything. I'm going to kind of mute everyone again. And we're going to get into a little bit why some folks are on here as well. So bear with me, folks. And we're going to go ahead and screen share again. There we go. Sorry, guys. And there we go. So one of the other great benefits about this, as I told you before, I am not a business guy, but I've learned to become a business guy, especially with this. Who out there, anyone who bought a phone, who has another wearable technology, a GoPro or anything like this, and anyone asks you, hey, how do you like that? Oh, I love it. You should go get one. And what has that company ever done? Nothing. I guarantee you, they haven't given you a discount. They haven't given you anything towards another purchase. They haven't done anything like that for you besides, hey, thanks for that nice little bit. Go spend some more money or tell your friend to go spend some more money. So that is one of the other beauties of this company. World wants to be very generous, and Mr. Galdi and all of his corporate companions there have made it very, the compensation plan absolutely very generous for all of us. So it's a very simple technique with a lot of great you just kind of put a little bit into it, put a lot into it, whatever you feel comfortable with. But you have the ability here to actually get a little extra income for yourself. And it all depends. But the system, if you follow the system, you can ask anyone on here who's a distributor, ask the person who invited you on here this evening. If you follow the system, it will work. It will work. And everyone on here can abide by that is kind of moving forward in the system. So how do I get paid for this? And it's very simple. So we have 3 steps. First, just become a team member. That's all, folks. And this way here, you're in. You don't have to pay any startup fee or anything like this. You become a team member, pick a pack. As you can see right here, we have 3 main different packs. We have the box set, which is the single helo, is $319. You learned that earlier. But we have probably the most popular pack here, which is the family pack at $1349. Who doesn't have a family? Who doesn't need more than one? I mean, I look at it here. I use it for a different aspect for both my family, but also for the business perspective as well. As you can see here, you buy 4, you go ahead and you get 1 for free, and you get a box of colored bands that are there to kind of change it up as well. And from the recent Bangkok edition here that just came over the past weekend, we're going to have some new colors coming out as well, just to kind of increase the ability to personalize the helo. That's a huge key thing, to make this very personable between the apps, between the bands as well. So the family pack. I look at this one here. I put one on my mom in Pennsylvania. I put mine on my wife and myself. Some people like to use it and touch it and wear it for a day or two, just kind of get the feel for it. So I use one as a demo. And then the other one, I use it as to help really kind of boost not only my business, but also somebody who signed with me. So in case, say, if Dr. King went ahead and she signed underneath of me, I have one available. Here you go. Don't wait for the time for it to be shipped to you in order to start your business, because a lot of people want to see it. Here you go. Start it right now. Whenever you get yours or one of yours, please give it back to me. So it really helps just kind of boost start it. So that's why I use that. That's why I think it's a very, very popular out there. But also they do have the premium pack for people who really want to just get moving. You can save almost $1,200 on this. You buy 5 of them with 5 boxes of bands. You get 1 helo and 1 box of bands for free. So you're getting 6 band packs, 6 helos, saving almost $1,200 by doing this. So unbelievable different ways. And that's it. All you got to do, guys, you get in, and that's how you get it. You become a team member just by doing that. We also have, you can add the bios into any pack. They sell them in essentially 38. You can buy 30, get 8 for free, or you can buy 10 and get 2 for free. So 2 different ways there as well. So buy pack, you're in. This is also one step on how you get paid. Whenever you have someone buy one of these and you personally sponsor them, you get 10% on all products and packs. So someone under you or someone on your team signs up as that you're their sponsor. For the box set, you get $32. For the family pack, $135. For the premium pack, $200. So right off the bat, that's number 1 on how to get paid. So step 1, become a member. Step 2, become a team builder. As you see here, just kind of as we say here, prime real estate. These are your first 2 members. You just go out and get 2. You just find your first 2 people and you have them sign up. And again, here you get your 10%. And as you can see here onto the side, if you get the sales volume, essentially, if both of these buy a family or premium pack, that automatically qualifies you for 20% of commissions forever. You never, ever have to requalify. It's not after every month, or you have to do it every cycle or anything like this. Once you get that in personal volume of 450 on each side, guys, you are locked at 20% for life. There's not any other company out there that does that. That's absolutely incredible. Anything underneath of that, if they buy a single, they get 100 sales volume on each one of those. So it just takes a little bit longer, but still you'll be at 10%. But once you reach that 450 in personal sales volume, you will reach that 20% for life. Again, 450 on both sides. So incredible. Become a team builder. So you just get 2 people. And step 3, you become a team developer. Help those 2 people get 2 people. That's it. Repeat the system. Simple. Become a member, get 2, help them get 2, repeat. And that's all, guys. You just keep doing it, follow the system, keep it going. The team sees what you do. You make it very duplicatable. It moves forward. Now, whenever you hit step 3 and you become a team developer, this is whenever the comp plan just really opens up. A huge aspect, you get matching bonuses up to 10% on all your personally sponsored folks, and I'll kind of go over that in just a minute. You get into the millionaire pool. Once you hit certain levels, you can get up to an additional 1%. There's a car bonus. After you reach diamond for a certain number of times, they actually give you an extra $1,000 a month that you can do whatever you want with. You can pay off your current car. You can go get a new car, any car you want, no color, anything you want. You can just kind of hold on to it, go on vacation, do whatever you want. They call it a car bonus. They give you an extra $1,000. They also have luxury bonuses out there as watches and ties, I think scarves, other kinds of things that they do as well back in the past here. And then also luxury vacations. And the previous one in January was in Dubai. And I think just announced this past weekend in Bangkok at the World Convention, they announced it's going to be Punta Cana in April of next year. So Punta Cana for diamonds. So absolutely incredible, and they do it up. From what we hear of folks that have been out there, they absolutely do it up. It is a true luxury vacation. Who doesn't want to have a nice luxury vacation? So again, guys, once you reach that team developer, that's whenever you kind of move forward. And whenever we say about the check match, whenever you unleash that the bonus aspect here of team developer, as you can see here, once you achieve certain levels, you see the balanced team sales volume across. So for instance, here at diamond, we'll use diamond, or I'm sorry, we use gold. Let's start off with gold there. If you have 2,000 in sales volume on each side, each of your legs, you not only get 10% of, say, your first person. So again, I'm going to use Dr. King again. If she signed up personally, she's my first generation. Whenever I reach team developer, I would get 10% of whatever her check would be at that time, besides my own 20% commissions. And also whoever she signed, her first generation would be my second generation. So I get an additional 5%. And as you can see there, folks, as it moves up, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's where this is incredible, and how quick and how lucrative that this compensation plan is. So again, guys, you kind of get the 10% from the initial sale. You go ahead, you get the 20% commissions once you reach that personal sales volume. You get the check matching. Just unbelievable. All the luxury stuff. It's unbelievable, guys. So as you can kind of see, and it grows pretty quickly. So generation matching. One of the things that we do here have is a loyalty membership. But the one thing about this company is they give you so much back, unlike any other company that's out there. There's some companies out there that you have to make sure that you sell this amount in this month, or you have to go ahead and you have to have an automatic delivery this month, or you have to do this or do that, and that's it. That's all you got. And you got to go ahead and pay shipping charges on that as well. So it's a lot more cost and everything. Now, what World does is for $59, this is a loyalty membership. One of the key things, I think, is every person that's on your team to make commissions who goes ahead and pays for the $59, everyone gets 30 in sales volume, which is equivalent to about $6. So if you have 20 people, let's just use 20 people underneath of you that are having this each month, that's part of their residual income. So you get $6 for each one of that's underneath of you. So right there, that just builds and builds as your team grows and grows. So that's a key important thing that I always forget to say. That's why I said it first. But I kind of moved down there to the bottom in number 5 and saying for $59, World actually gives you 75 loyal or World points. That's essentially dollars that you use for number 6. You use those points that you get after certain periods towards a new Hilo whenever one comes out. We all have the Hilo LX. I know I started off with the Classic. There will be eventually, like technology, everyone has a new phone or anything like this. There will be a new Hilo coming out at a later date, unlikely anytime this year, but maybe next year. But you can use that to buy a new Hilo. For those who have Classic now, if you've been in long enough, you can use your points towards buying a new LX. Also, they're going to come out with an incredible Infolio phone that has the Biozen already in it, so nearly electrosmog free. You can use it towards that, or even just buying the Biozen. So incredible. Who does that? Who gives you 125% for what you actually just pay in? No one. No one out there absolutely does that. So you get to earn the commissions. You get to keep your sales volume. And whenever I say that, a lot of companies out there at the end of a cycle or a period, if you don't use that money or use those points or anything like that, that volume, it goes to zero. I know a number of companies out there that have done that. But this one here, I say you don't lose it until you use it. Again, getting back to that before, equal volumes, and you can get into this a little bit more. Say you just have 1,000 on your right leg and 500 on your left leg, you get paid off of equal volume, so it'd be 500. So on that one right leg there, you would actually have an additional 500. That will roll over. You do not lose the sales volume that you and your team have worked for, and this truly is a team effort. So that is a huge, huge part there too. You also get the Hilo App Pro for up to 5 devices. So in the instance here of a family pack, all 5 will have the Hilo App Pro. This allows for multiple aspects for having up to 3 people with the SMS, the We Care, the Guardian function, along with other things coming in the future. That it will help kind of pay for. So that is key. Your person invited you on here can give you a little more information on that. Protection plan for your Hilo as well. You can go ahead and damage it or anything, have something go wrong, and they'll replace it up to twice a year. Also included in this $59. This is a water resistant, not waterproof. So you can wear it in the shower, it's sweat proof, anything like that. But if anything goes wrong, just submit a ticket, let them know, and they will have a protection plan. And then another key thing, you also earn another 1% of your team volume in your money box. So each period that goes along, you also get an additional 1% that will be placed into kind of a piggy bank, as I say, not a money box. And then at the end of 12 cycles, when you pay your 13th $59, you will get all that money that will come to you in one lump sum. So absolutely incredible. So if you look for $59, you may think that that's a lot, but I mean, oh my gosh, folks, look at what they give back to you. So much that they just give back. So truly, truly lucrative, very well worth the $59 kind of moving forward. Why now? Why not? Again, why don't you Hilo? Simple and lucrative right now, guys. No joining fees. You buy a band, you're in. That's it. As you can see the simplicity, kind of moving forward there, become a member, help them get to repeat. Simple, lucrative. 0 chargebacks, no subscriptions, no requalification fees that are needed, no requalifications at all. Once you achieve that 20%, that's your max, you're maxed out, that's it. Boom, you're done. You never have to requalify. Truly a global company and no monthly shipping charges. So there's a lot right there. And again, why now? Move forward. We're at that critical, before we hit that critical mass and kind of moving forward here, folks, we're at that point. As you saw, we're not even a year into it. We're already ranked 4th amongst all those in that one view before, that one detail. I mean, it's incredible. 500,000 that are sold. Look where everything's moving forward. Now is the time to get in. Now's the time to get moving forward before we get some new things coming out with the apps and everything like that, before people really learn about this and we get branded. Once we get out there and get branded, you want to ride that wave as long as you can. You don't want to be on the downslope right before the wave crashes, folks. You want to get in now and kind of keep moving forward. And positioning is key. Don't wait. If you've been kind of contemplating here or there, you have no idea on the team. And again, this truly is a team effort. I don't like to consider it saying downline or anything like that, but truly a team. This is everyone works together. Everyone helps everyone. And you never know what's going to happen ahead of you, but it can actually, in case, hurt you sometimes. So you want to get in now. Now is the time, guys. It could be too late if you just kind of wait a little bit longer. Also, it's very, very easy. Your comfort zone sharing. you know, you can just very simply do everything at home, do what we're doing here now. You know, most people could be in their jammies, you don't even know. You know, some people kind of kid, I got my shirt on, but hey, you know, hey, what's going on? So, but anyways, you can sit in your home, you just get enrolled by the website, you send the videos, just what most people have been on here and saw, the 2-minute, 5-minute videos, that's how we do it. Get them on a call, you know, with your sponsor, anyone else that is able. Get on there, just do a 3-way call with them, kind of get them onto a webinar that we have here, whether it be a live webinar, one of these target ones, which I think this is absolutely incredible. You get a lot of people on here to learn more about the medical aspect. We have some recorded ones as well, but get them on a webinar. No need to really kind of go out and do all kind of parties, just truly in your comfort zone. That's what we loved, and have people here. So that is a great opportunity. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. You know, do you helo? I think, why don't you helo? I mean, an incredible aspect. Why don't you helo now? So I hope everyone had a great time here enjoying, got a lot of information here this evening. If you have any questions, please get back with the person that invited you here tonight. This is recorded, so I will put it up on YouTube and get it out there to folks as well. Again, if you have any other questions, just reach out. Hope you guys have a great night. Y'all take care.